known as the mother of electronic products. How are circuit boards manufactured? Let's make the simplest circuit board first. So this is a circuit. Due to the high battery voltage, connect directly. The diode will burn. We can connect a resistor, reduce current flow. In this way, the diode can light up normally. According to this circuit, we can draw a circuit diagram like this. Then according to the circuit diagram, designers can use design software, draw the layout of the circuit board and the wiring, then find our PCB manufacturer, the designed circuit board. The document is sent to the manufacturer for manufacturing. Manufacturers first need to prepare raw materials. This is a glass fiber epoxy material. The upper and lower sides of the material need to be covered with copper plates. According to customer needs, these raw materials need to be cut to the appropriate size. Then stick a dry film on the copper plate. Dry film is a photosensitive material, especially sensitive to ultraviolet rays. Then print according to the blueprint. Light eye mask with circuit. Place the light eye mask on top of the dry film. You can see that there is. Parts of the circuit are transparent. The non-circuit parts are black. When using ultraviolet radiation, since light only penetrates the transparent part, the dry film of the transparent part will, polymerization occurs and solidifies. To prevent etching, then use the developing solution. This will cause the dry film of the opaque part to dissolve. What is exposed is yellow copper. This is followed by etching. Place the circuit board in the etching solution. The exposed copper will be dissolved and cleaned away. What's left are copper traces covered with a dry film. Then wash off the dry film. So what's left is the circuitry that we designed. The completed circuit also requires detection with an automatic optical detector. Nothing unusual. We'll enter the next process. In fact, mobile phones or computers are used. The circuit board is far more complicated than that. Usually a multi-layer design is used, basically through Browning coupling, stacking multiple layers of circuit boards together. Lamination using high temperature and high pressure machines. Drilling starts after pressing. The holes of the circuit board are divided into various types. This is the through hole, can be used to connect electronic components. This is a buried hole, mainly used to connect multi-layer circuit boards. This is the mounting hole, mainly used to fix circuit boards. Among them, through holes and buried holes need to be plated with copper. This requires chemical copper deposition. After completion, the through hole and the buried hole are turned on. The rest of the process is the same as the single-layer circuit board process. Just carve out the copper traces after the circuit board is completed. To protect it from the external environment, a layer of solder mask ink will be applied to the outside of the circuit board. But the circuit board needs to install components, so contact with components. The ink in the place needs to be removed. The processing method is similar to before. Cover the circuit board with a photoresist film with wiring, and then it's irradiated with ultraviolet light. Where it comes into contact with light, that is, the green part will solidify, the black part doesn't. This is followed by a solder mask development process. Wash off the black part. The exposed part is. Electronic components can be installed, but bare copper rusts when exposed to the outside. Generally, another layer of anti-oxidation material will be applied. Next up is screen printing. Type in white font on the circuit board, product information or component markings, etc. Completed circuit board. After confirming that there is no problem through the machine, it will be packaged and delivered to the customer. After the customer gets the product, the components will start to be installed. Some components are installed on the pads of the circuit board. Since these components are very small, there's a lot of them, so this process is done by machines. Before operation, well, first of all, the shape of the circuitry. Place the perforated metal plate on the circuit board, then apply solder paste. Solder paste is an alloy used for welding. It acts as an adhesive, then remove the metal plate. The solder paste will stay on the solder joint. Then the machine that installs the components will automatically place the components in the corresponding soldering positions. After all the components are placed, place the circuit board in the PCB oven. The temperature of the oven will cause the solder paste to melt and solidify. Solder components and circuit boards tightly together. There are also some new styles. Components are installed manually. All components are installed. After passing the test, the entire circuit board can be installed, used in electronic products.